Welcome back to our second day of skills and practice for quarantine pickleball. Today will be a lot of rules and plus showing you the service and sort of playing the game so you get an idea of what it's like. First of all, I got to go follow with my phone here to make sure I get all the rules in. First of all, the game goes to 11 points. And just like ping pong, you have to serve in order to get the point. So if you're receiving the wiffle ball, that would not be a point for that team, but for the person that serves. So we're going to first show you the service, and then you can practice that, and then we'll come back and give you more of the rules. So service, you have to be behind the end line here, the boundary line. And it's just like tennis. I would have to cross. My service ball is going to have to cross this way. I begin. So it would go over the net. And it cannot, on the other side, it cannot land in the kitchen. It's got to go beyond that. So when I'm serving from back here, my ball's going to hit here from, right here's the middle line. My thing's there, right here's the middle line. And it's going to hit in this section here. And then it's got to bounce back past this line in order to be legal. So like if you're on the court though, it's going to go across the net and it cannot land in what we call the kitchen. So your serve, I usually, if I'm doing singles, you want to be more towards the center. It must be an underhand serve. So here we go. Again, my foot that is not on the paddle, the opposite side, is got a step up. Your toe is really, is going to be facing that corner of the court. So here we go. Let's see what happens. And then I just want you to catch it when you're practicing, because this takes a while to get. But what you're going to do is you're going to drop the ball. So now I catch it, and I come back and I try it again. Because it takes quite a bit of practice to learn that you're just dropping the ball. Could you see that, Jen? Okay.
Yep.
I wanted to make sure of that. Because and it has to be an underhand. You cannot do overhand like we do in tennis. So again, your toe is facing the corner. Got your paddle ball back. You bring it back and you just drop it. That one was a little high. But of course, when you're starting, don't worry about that. You want it, a little bit lower, but it's okay. So now if the game started and I served, I'm still high, and the other team couldn't get it, that's a point for me. Then guess what? I would switch sides, just like we do in tennis. Again, this time, your opposite leg is forward. Your paddle is here, so my foot is pointed toward the corner of the net. But that's the service. And once you got the service down, I want you to go ahead and practice. Practice hitting it back. See again, my windows really blow it. But practice. Practice that what we taught yesterday about ready. Be sure you get back to ready. Then once the other team gets the ball, then it would be their turn to serve. There it goes. After you practice a serve and practice hitting it back and forth, now let's move on to the next rules of this. So when you're playing the real game, you're going to hit the ball, and it has to bounce once on the other person's side. Then when the ball comes back, it has to bounce once on your side. After that, you can volley it. And what's a volley? A volley is when, I'm just coming up here to show you, a volley is when you hit it Oops, and it doesn't bounce. Not like that one. Let's try it again. Which is hard to do against the garage. But that volley just comes natural. The volley is used a lot when you're playing doubles. Not so much when you're playing singles. But the volley is, again, but you cannot step into the kitchen unless that ball bounces. If the ball bounces in there, you can step in there. But if the ball doesn't bounce, you cannot step in or the other team gets the ball.
And you need to get right back out of the kitchen. You can't stay in the kitchen.
Right. Did you say that? I'm down in my basement, and I just wanted to show you that you can do this anywhere. You don't have to have the lines. It's just great practice. So I'm going to start like I'm in a game, though. So I'm going to start on the right side. My ball needs to go to the left half of whatever area I have. And this just happens to be an area in our house that works, I think will work pretty well. So I'm going to try it. Again, I can't go back that far, so I'll just start right here. Oops, that one didn't work. It'll take some time to get used to, but I mean, I wanted to, might as well give up just to show you, hey, I'm still running, I'm still playing. And it can only bounce once. It can only bounce once. You know, I did much better when I was practicing down here than I am right now.
That's true.
So maybe I need to try it over on this side. I was doing
You did
so
much better on the right. Or left, I guess.
Didn't make it back. I know that it's 8 feet tall, 9 feet tall down here, so let's try it again. There we go. That one wasn't so bad. But even without lines, without markers, just having a ball, and I'm going to try it with my hand now. Getting very serious here. Okay, so here we go. I'm just going to hit it. We're going to see what happens. I haven't even practiced this. Got one. Let's try for two. There we go.
6.
I wanted to show you to end this session a crazy game that is a blast. Notice it's weird looking here. There's no boundaries, but we're sort of just going to make them up. Here's my net, the yellow bags. We got to pretend it's 3 feet tall. Here's the kitchen. We're using an umbrella. Isn't that great? And this signifies the kitchen on this court. The actual game starting. I start on my right. I only get one turn at this. I do not get to try again if I hit it on the wrong side.